Oh, it's hot. Fucking boiling. Here in the Wild West.
Yeah.
Deep Wild West London.
Hell or High Water.
David Mackenzie's new movie. It's fantastic.
It's so good.
Really, really great.
Everyone's fantastic in it. It looks great. It reminds you what a Western can do, as well as doing new things with it as well. It's astonishing.
Don't stand up!
These boys know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to raise a certain amount, that's my guess.
Let's go! Go!
There's two brother bank robbers,
Yeah.
and then there's two
Cops. There's a
chasing him.
sheriff and his Indian partner who are chasing them. And that's essentially it.
It's such a simple plot, but little details make it, and the characters are so true to themselves, and their relationships with one another work beautifully. As the bank robbing brothers, we have Chris Pine as the sort of stable one who he's got reasons for doing this.
He's got to do what he's got to do, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the unstable brother, played by Ben Foster, who plays the unstable cowboy also in the remake of the 3:10 to Yuma.
Oh yeah!
Which is, I think, 10 years old now, and he looks the same age. It's remarkable. He's pretty much... It's not the same character.
No.
And they're both great in it.
Yeah, excellent.
Because they've actually got really hard roles to play, because there's a lot of scenes where it's the kind of... The Western scenes that sometimes can be a cliche of hanging around on a porch and the sort of thing of kind of like...
Enjoying a beer.
Yeah. There's silence. They don't even look at each other. It's sort of things like... You think I'd be in your place? You'd been in mine?
Sounds like a Terrence Malick movie now.
They're both brilliant. They're hard roles to play. Chris Pine is the sort of stoic, brooding brother who's, you know,
good-hearted,
but yeah, good-hearted. Fargo, now we're into here. Oh yeah. Then on the chasing them, pursuing them is
the sheriff.
The sheriff. He's 2 days from retirement.
Yeah, it's a little cliche. He's the sort of 2 days from retirement thing.
Yes, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges. Great.
And at first you think, oh, he's doing a True Grit.
This ain't no coon-up.
Yes, slurring his words a little.
And at first
too
you
much.
go, oh, is this going to be slightly much? It works.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the film is a lot of, you know, it's quite slow paced, even though a lot happens, and he brings a lot of character to this man. And playing his partner,
Dill Birmingham,
who is fantastic, and it's sort of this film deals with sort of Native Americans' place in America.
Yeah, and they have a great little character dynamic where they really rile each other a lot.
Yeah.
But there's this sort of affectionate kind of, they insult each other in this lovely affectionate way, which is it's absolutely fantastic. It's a really interesting movie because it's sort of it's part kind of old-fashioned Western with those sort of, you know, almost like cliche elements of a Western. Cowboys, Indians, bank robbers, but again, it's like it's of its sort of a time and a place, because it looks back and it deals with the fact that, you know, Native American tribes have kind of been either shot or kicked out, and it looks at kind of in a sort of in a really interesting way at the sort of the current state of America as well. It takes place in these little sort of arse end of nowhere towns.
Yeah.
People have got no jobs. You know, the
waitresses are struggling. The farmers are struggling.
The industry is closing down.
All this was my ancestors' land. These folks took it, and now it's been taken from them. Except it ain't no army doing it. It's those sons of bitches right there.
One of the sort of, I think I like about, you know, sort of great Western movies is it's as much about the space in which the story is set as much as the story itself. And the landscape kind of becomes a character in and of itself, and it's not just about how the characters react with each other, it's about how they react to their surroundings as they move through the Wild West.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Dave Mackenzie brings out great performances from everyone in this movie. There are characters who only have one little scene, and pretty much everyone shines in it.
The score is Nick Cave and Warren Ellis, and it's really, really, really good. Immediately when you hear the sort of you know, creepy kind of violins come in, but also, you know, an electric bass guitar and things like that, straight away the hairs on the back of my neck went up. It's really fantastically amazing score that absolutely just worked perfectly.
There's not a single thing in this movie where you watch it and you go, oh, that's taken me out of it.
Yeah.
You are immersed in this fantastic Wild West, current Wild West movie from beginning to end. And the other thing I think they do brilliantly is, with cops and robbers films, they often want to have it, you know, like Heat. You want to like both the villain and the policeman and see it from both sides. And I think very few films pull it off, where usually you're leaning on really one person's side more than another. I think this film is one of the closest they've ever got, where you're, I mean, towards the end, edge of your seat for both parties.
We're ways from being finished.
We're gonna need SWAT up here. Get back!
I'm immediately going to recommend this to everybody
Yeah.
I know.
I pretty much, after watching it, not only wanted to watch it again, but it was a film where I was like, I want to show this to my dad. I
Yeah.
want to show
Yeah,
this
yeah,
to my
yeah,
best friends. I want to show this to anyone who's ever shown any interest in a Western. This is an amazing movie. I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah. Bloody great.
More Dylan.
Every step of the way.
Have to go town soon, buy some more.
Cool hunting. This ain't no coon hunt.